Tank Nerd Slotty here again. Today is a very special day. We have received our first box in which we will unbox for this wonderful video. So I'm just going to set up the camera, we'll pop it open. I think you might be quite excited what we find inside. Right here. Alrighty, here we have our engine. This is a modified yellow top 27 litre V12 Merlin Meteor, most commonly used on Centurions, and this one is no exception. It is indeed from a Centurion, sent in by one of you guys, a now client who follows me on YouTube, reached out, said that they're doing a restoration job on their Centurion. They had quite a bit of questions on, ways to do it, which we were more than happy to oblige with. And then they dropped the bombshell on us. This engine has not been rebuilt. It has been meticulously painted and well looked after. As you can see, all of the brass has been redone. It's got new spark plugs. Very, very well looked after. But despite it being a mod top, there is a lot of indicators that this engine has not been rebuilt since its original modification. For starters, if we have a look inside, sure some of you will start seeing some of the issues already. We've got some shininess down there. It also hasn't been touched down there, so not painted. The carbies here, they also look to be rather well looked after. They are not in a condition that I would say have been touched in a number of years. And if we look down the inside, we've got more crud. So this tells us, and also by verbalization from the owner, this was an engine purchased for the tank. However, while it is running, it is leaking oil like a sieve. And we'll come down here to show you the more obvious culprits. So we've got oil under these pieces here. We've even got some black oil coming out of the number 2, or whichever side we are on. Second from the right. How about that? It's even sort of looking in here. Yeah, this is pretty much a pretty engine with an old interior. It is our job to make it as beautiful on the inside as it is on the outside. The owner has gone to such extreme lengths to make sure that this is a well looked after engine, a very pretty engine, much to go with his tank, which we've seen also, and it looks fantastic. So having it spray oil around everywhere is just no go. So it is our job to now completely disassemble this engine. It has not been touched. We'll probably find more as we pull it apart, but those who are unfamiliar with these engines, they are not quite like your traditional engine. Let's go to one that I prepared earlier. This is a flathead V8, fairly standard rudimentary engine. We have our head surface here, and there's the head lying on the ground. So basically the short of it is between this surface here and this surface here is where all the combustion forces are at their strongest which makes sense. In order to seal all of those expanding gases as well as the oil and water galleries, you use this. This is a head gasket. It is possible to make your own, but traditionally they come pre-made because you need certain fittings. This is essential. You need to be able to crush these between those two surfaces, which is why the head bolts, that's what these are. Head bolts. They are high tensile bolts because you really need to, clamp it down. We're not dealing with sandwiches here. We need to actually put a bit of oomph into it because we are dealing with extraordinary forces. Now, unfortunately, that is just a rocker cover. Everything important happens here. Now, this is the telltale sign. Because we have leaking down here, it is very much a likely cause that one of these head bolts that runs through the sides here, which is very common, has broken. The fact that we have leaking down there too, it could also just be because the engine's been sitting, but the fact that we have it over here as well is likely and also firm indicator, as well as all the oil around here, that we have faulty seals. Not head gaskets, you'll notice I said, because this runs 520, I'll have to check that number, it's just off the top of my head, 520 O-ring seals, exactly like these little buggers here, and they cover every compression surface, every water and oil gallery through this engine. It is a lot. We've done it before, we can do it again. No skin off our teeth. Must be done, because once you get leaks like that, they're not going to get any better. It's simply going to get worse. We also need to check everything else, like I said, the carbies and most likely the magnetos here have not been touched either. So, on this quite humid day, it's no, you can't see it. It's quite overcast outside. It's hot and muggy, humid, disgusting. I wish it would either rain or become sunny again, because right now it is hard, but this is going to be another one of our fantastic projects, and of course we are more than happy to do it because this is what we do. So yeah, we've got another Merlin Meteor rebuild. Yay! The final plan for this though is we are going to get it running leak free, obviously. We're going to do everything else to ensure that this is a fully rebuilt, everything working as it should. On the button, Mickey Mouse restoration. Again, we want to make the inside as good as the owner has made the outside. They put the effort in, so we're definitely going to. Once we've done that, we're actually taking a trip to further down south, won't say just yet, to slam this engine back inside the tank. Won't slam it, we'll do it politely. We'll put it back in, and we might also be doing the turret. We'll see what the owner wants, but they have alluded to the fact that they very much want a running stab, and as I've proven myself to be able to do that, I'm the girl for the job. So that is the plan for the future. Not really much else. It's just going to be a quick little short one. I wanted to do an unboxing, and this is the nicest box that I could ever imagine unboxing. So I will see you guys all on the next one. Hope you enjoyed this quick little run through Merlin Meteor. We've got lots of other work to do, but yeah, this one we'll be working on relatively soon. So stay tuned. We'll see you on the next one. Bye!